Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to be talking about the new Season 5, the final season for Call of Duty Vanguard and for Warzone. So this new season, this final season for these games will drop on August 24th, and this season is called Last Stand. So here we go. Here is the details for it. We have a roadmap for it. We know what's going to be happening and all this stuff. So they say, Legends never die in Last Stand, the final season for Call of Duty Vanguard and Call of Duty Warzone live on August 24th. And we'll put up the roadmap here in the background. They say, it's good to be bad. A cast of legendary Call of Duty villains is out for revenge, led by none other than crime lord Raul Menendez. Pick a side in the Heroes vs. Villains community event, defend or sabotage Caldera in Operation Last Call, deploy to 2 new multiplayer maps, and return to Egypt in the new round-based zombies map, the Archon. Legends never die. Introducing Last Stand. Everything good must come to an end, but bad is forever. Launching August 24th, Last Stand gathers Call of Duty's most notorious villains for an epic finale. Crammed with masses of free content for both Vanguard and Warzone, deploy as one of the 4 biggest villains in Call of Duty history, the charismatic Raul Menendez, the ruthless Khaled Al-Assad, the brainwashed Gabriel T Rourke, and the merciless Seraph Zenzen. They're hellbent on revenge if it's the last thing they do. Last Stand is bringing major updates to all 3 gaming experiences. In Warzone, Caldera's peak is ready to rumble. Will you wreak havoc or defend the island from sabotage? In multiplayer, deploy to 2 new fast-paced maps, Beheaded and Fortress. In Zombies, continue the Dark Aether Saga and face off against the Court Effects, the Deathless, in Vanguard's round-based finale, the Archon. And here we go. They say Season 5, the final season of content for Vanguard, goes live on August 24th, following an update to Vanguard at 9 a.m. Pacific time on August 23rd, and a Warzone update at 9 a.m. Pacific time on August 24th. Here we go. Here's our Warzone overview. There is volcanic activity at Caldera. Ominous seismic activity is occurring at the peak. Avoid the lava flowing at your feet and watch for molten rocks shooting sky high and back down to the earth again. New Caldera Gulag. Lighting changes. Get back into the match with a new volcanic themed Gulag experience by an old favorite. Plus experience new skies and lighting updates across Caldera and Rebirth Island. New tools and opportunities. Trigger the Doomsday Station and defend your position to earn a unique cosmetic reward along with powerful in-game items. Up your game with Supply Box UAV, Personal Supply Box, and Rage Serum. Defend or sabotage Caldera. Complete the limited time mode, Operation Last Call, inspired by Search and Destroy, featuring different outcomes based on your match results. Choose your side in the Heroes vs. Villains community event and earn rewards for participating. Caldera's fate lies in your hands. Legendary villains seek to sabotage Caldera. Will you aid them or defend the island? A big thanks goes out to Beanox for the peak updates. Operation Last Call and the Heroes vs. Villains community event, and to our friends at Toys for Bob for developing the Rage Serum. Peak. Volcanic Point of Interest expansion. Heightened volcanic activity has been recorded at Caldera, with a major geological event occurring with the launch of Season 5. Battle around a transformed peak as lava runs down the mountainside in all modes and shoots out over the island during Operation Last Call. There's a new Caldera Gulag. Fight for a redeployment in the new volcanic-themed Gulag. Best your opponents in this new face-off pit inspired by an old favorite and get another shot at securing victory. There is new weather and lighting changes. The storm has cleared on Caldera, the sunlight peeking through the volcano's billowing smoke. Rebirth Island sees new lighting changes as well, featuring a warm and lush sunset casting a vibrant hue over the map. There's new items and tactical opportunities. There's a Doomsday Station. Discover this seismic device found within Caldera's primary Battle Royale game mode. Trigger the device and enemy helicopters arrive to surround the station, deploying enemy soldiers to attack your position. Remain close to the Doomsday Station and defend yourself for a chance at earning powerful items and a unique watch cosmetic for your operator. Only one Doomsday Station will appear per match with multiple possible spawn locations. Pay the required $10,000 to activate it and prepare for a thunderous fight. Now, okay, side note here, this is actually interesting because this is what is kind of leaked for Warzone 2, is that Warzone 2 is going to have a lot of places like this around the map where there's going to be specific buy stations, and that's how you get your loadouts, is you're going to have to fight AIs, and you know, once you kill them all, then you'll finally get your loadout. So kind of interesting. It seems like they're kind of testing it out here a little bit within Warzone. So there's a Supply Box UAV. Activate the new Supply Box UAV kill streak for assistance in tracking down more items. It will mark nearby unopened supply boxes on the player's TAC map for around 15 seconds. Find the Supply Box UAV in supply boxes or purchase one at a buy station. personal supply box. Track down this extremely rare crate with the assistance of the supply box UAV to acquire your favorite loadout weapons in Warzone. Each squad member gets a huge XP boost as well. There is a Rage Serum. While engaged in a multitude of nefarious activities at the Doomsday Station, forces aligned with Raul Menendez appear to have discovered a new mineral at the core of Caldera. This mineral, when combined with additional chemicals and distilled, increases the volatility of those who inject it. Known as the Rage Serum, recon operators have reported small crates of serum being shipped around the island. This field upgrade allows you to become violently unstable, resulting in a viciously effective boost to your close quarters fighting. Test subjects were shown to have superior melee damage, increased lunge distance, and enhanced stun power while fighting with melee weapons or fists. However, defensive forces have confirmed that while affected by Rage Serum, an operator becomes louder and seems to recoil with more confusion while stunned or flashed. There's a new mode, Operation Last Call, and this will be at launch of this new season. Cool things off are cause mayhem. In this limited time mode, inspired by Search and Destroy, you can choose to defend Caldera by defusing bombs around the island or sabotage it by detonating the explosives at designated bomb sites. Witness 2 different outcomes, depending on your performance and your intent to cause chaos. Lava Rock. Look out and above and look out. Lava rocks are crashing into Caldera and no one is safe from their volcanic fumes. Stay out of the landing zone to survive in this public event with Operation Last Call. Check the volcano meter for a visual representation of current activity, also indicated by the increasingly smoky atmosphere throughout the match. There's a new seasonal event, Heroes vs. Villains. It's Heroes vs. Villains in this new community event. Choose your side and lead them to victory. Collect villain or hero tokens in all new game modes by eliminating opponents and scavenging supply boxes. Then enjoy a discount for faction bundles at the buy station. Anytime you purchase a faction bundle, you'll get a discount on one other item across all buy stations. The winning team's unique weapon blueprint will be given to everyone following the event. Players also have the chance to earn other exclusive rewards like the legendary animated 1 vs. 1 calling card, the Heroes or Villains weapon charm, the Conflict Spike melee weapon blueprint, the Time Duality watch, and more. More on the way, the mid-season update. Caldera continues to rock with another limited time mode, but don't expect a full volcanic eruption. Deploy to Rebirth Island in Resurgence Supreme mode, where squads of 4 drop in with the best weapons with respawning enabled. Earn the best prizes for winning the match with over 15 eliminations. Watch for patch notes to come from Raven Software detailing all changes and features additions coming in Season 5. Here we go, here's our Vanguard overview. There is new maps, Beheaded and Fortress take up position inside Lady Liberty's head in the small post-apocalyptic New York City landscape of Beheaded, and battle in a desert graveyard featuring the remains of old ships in Fortress. There's a round-based zombies finale, The Archon. The epic conclusion of Vanguard Zombies is here in the latest round-based experience featuring a familiar hunting ground, the narrative quest and side quests, new Dark Aether story revelations, and the final showdown with Court Effects, the Deathless himself. Maps Beheaded at launch and Fortress in season. Last Stand adds 2 new Vanguard multiplayer maps to test your every skill, glimpse a dystopian Times Square, and battle in and among nautical remains in a desert landscape. Beheaded. This comes at launch. Navigate a war-torn Times Square in this post-apocalyptic small map, built for fast action. Battle under the neon lights outside the Big Apple establishments, or take up position in Lady Liberty's fallen head, race through her arms, and dash through the subway to flank your enemies. Fortress, which is coming in season. Deployed to the Mediterranean in this medium-sized map featuring close quarters interiors with rooftop access that grant you power positions. Fight in a maritime graveyard where ship remains litter the desert landscape. The Eponymous Fortress incorporates an old ship into its design, creating a varied landscape to be exploited by savvy operators. And there's a new round-based zombies experience, The Archon. From a cursed desert battlefield to the heart of the Dark Aether, pass the trials, confront the construct, and defeat the Archon in the epic conclusion of Vanguard Zombies. The final battle approaches. Get ready to return to Egypt and take on new quests in the finale of Vanguard Zombies following the tragic secrets unearthed at Shinonuma. Gather critical intel, survive round after round of the undead, and face off against Court Effects, the Deathless, within the Dark Aether itself. You'll need every advantage you can get, so be sure to hit up the perk fountains, Altar of Covenants, Tomb of Rituals, and the Pack-a-Punch machine, and prepare for the larger-than-life final battle. Watch for more info from Treyarch on what's to come this final season, including the launch date and time for the main quest, details on the new buffs and gameplay improvements, the new zombies challenges with unique calling cards, rewards, new battle pass weapon support, additional weapon unlock challenges to tackle, and more. And there's a new rank season and rewards. Stretch your competitive skills by competing in 4v4 matches using the same settings, maps, and modes as the 2022 Call of Duty League. Earn unique rank play rewards for securing wins and top placements against other players in the new season. These latest competitive rewards will include the new camos, charms, emblems, and weapon blueprints to bring in your loadouts in ranked play, multiplayer, and zombies. Fight for your spot on the ladder as you restart your climb to the top, as all player skills, ratings, and skill divisions will refresh for Last Stand. In addition, Treyarch will launch the new season's top 250 skill division and leaderboard on August 31st to show the world who's the best of the best. Mark your calendars and get ready to flex. Vanguard and Warzone Overview. Equip 5 new weapons. Blast enemies with the prototype energy rifle EX1 and get mobile with the lightweight RA225 SMG and 3 other armaments throughout the season. The Valius Revolver plus the BP50 and the Liena 58 assault rifles. Introducing Task Force Tyrants. Play as 4 of the most infamous villains across Call of Duty, ready for deployment within Task Force Tyrants. 5 new weapons, 2 in the Battle Pass. Rush into battle with confidence using these new loadout armaments obtainable throughout Season 5. The EX1, which will be at launch, a prototype energy rifle effective at long range and highly customizable. This prototype energy rifle leaves behind traditional ballistics in favor of a customizable battery system used to power its attacks. Effective at long range, the weapon requires cooling off period after depleting its charge capacity. You don't have to worry about running out of ammo, but get caught during the reload and you're in trouble. Equip the heat muzzle for extra charge capacity, insert a new battery, and transform the EX1's capabilities with a burst barrel or charged sniper barrel. Its gunsmith potential is impressive, with options for every scenario. This is actually basically a remake of the EM1 for Advanced Warfare, which is kind of cool. I mean, you know, it was a Sledgehammer game, so here we are, what is it, 8 years later, and we're getting this weapon to come back, which is kind of interesting. We have the RA225 at launch. This SMG has a high fire rate and very mobile, compact frame. This lightweight SMG boasts a fast fire rate and quick handling, perfect for shredding enemies in close to mid-range battles. If you can manage its upward kick, it's great for objective play in tight areas, though you may want to pair it with heavier damage-dealing weapon when more firepower is needed. It's highly customizable via Gunsmith 2, with options for greater power, handling, and accuracy. Find the right balance and you'll soon never want to be without this blazing SMG. However, keep your eyes out for extra ammo. You'll need it. The Valius Revolver. It's a launch window. A combination knife and revolver acts as both lethal melee weapon and a pistol. This rare weapon is a villain's dream, capable of landing one-hit melee eliminations while also holding 6 rounds in the chamber for extra versatility. Its damage isn't remarkable, but it'll do the job against a fleeing or damaged opponent. Operators can obtain the Valius Revolver by purchasing it in a bundle available in Season 5 or by completing one of 2 in-game challenges. In multiplayer, get 15 melee kills. Hint, take your melee weapon of choice into Beheaded, a great map for closing the gap to your opponent. In zombies, get 1,000 eliminations using pistols that have been pack-a-punch. Hint, a straightforward challenge perfectly fit for the new round-based zombies experience, the arching. Get your points hit that pack-a-punch early. Mid-season armaments. Earn 2 more weapons launching in the mid-season update, the BP50 and the Liena 57 assault rifles. That's a total of 5 new weapons arriving in Last Stand, perfect for carrying out all of your villainous deeds. There's new operators, Raul, Menendez, Khaled Al-Assad, and more villains. Deploy as 4 of Call of Duty's most infamous antagonists as part of Special Operations Task Force Tyrants. Raul Menendez, he will be at launch. Raul Menendez was born in Nicaragua, where his childhood was clouded by the brutal revolution of US-backed Contras. His father founded the Menendez cartel and was assassinated by the CIA at the height of its power, leaving Raul in charge. But it was the death of his sister Josefina that focused his rage, driving him to become a hostile political activist. His charisma and ruthlessness propelled him to leadership of the social movement turned terrorist organization Cortes DA. First appearing in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Menendez orchestrated a cyber attack against autonomous drones, turning them against major cities across the United States and China. Now you have to harness his wrath against your enemies as part of Task Force Tyrants. Khaled Al-Assad, which will also be at launch. Khaled Al-Assad grew up in Urzikstan amid political strife. He was drawn to the words of Omar Suleiman and joined the Al-Qatala terrorist group. He was imprisoned but escaped after Suleiman's death to take control of Al-Qatala. His leadership transformed the militants into an army as he acquired an arsenal for the invasion of Verdansk. Committed to the demise of Western power, Al-Assad launched gas attacks in Verdansk, breaking a fragile armistice between nations. A Middle Eastern warlord and key antagonist throughout the Modern Warfare series, Al-Assad is the second of the 4 horsemen, outranked by only Vladimir Makarov himself. Ooh, is that a teaser for Modern Warfare 2? Maybe, we'll see. Gabriel T Rourke in season. Gabriel T Rourke graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy and became a captain in the Marines. During an assassination mission in the Caracas, Venezuela, Rourke braved the flooding city to locate and kill General Diego Almagro, leader of the Federation. During the chaos of his squad's extraction, Rourke was left behind. He was found by the Federation, who brainwashed away his loyalties, turning him into a man with an undying vendetta against his own. The main antagonist of Call of Duty Ghosts, Rourke formerly led the Ghosts before being turned against them, paving the way for the Federation's occupation of the United States. He's Seraph Zanjen in season. Seraph grew up in the Singapore quarantine zone as daughter of a high-ranking officer in the 54 Immortals. She honored her lineage and excelled in the Syndicate, becoming its youngest ever enforcer. She is a living embodiment of the 54 Immortals' strict quelling dissident within its ranks while projecting the Syndicate's force and ambition wherever it's needed. Her dedication and skills are unmatched, as she proved when she willingly offered her own arm in return for the honor of receiving a cybernetic limb from the 54 Immortals. Seraph first appeared in Black Ops 3 as a playable specialist. She is utterly devoted to furthering her father's legacy by promoting the 54 Immortals' objective. Last Stand launches August 24th. A little evil never hurt anyone. Be a hero or become a villain in Vanguard's final season, featuring major updates across Warzone, multiplayer, and zombies. Last Stand promises an epic experience however you play. Check back at the Call of Duty blog for additional intel, yada yada yada, rise on every front. So there we go. Sounds like a pretty interesting season, and I think the most interesting thing about it is these operators here, because it's like, what? We're bringing back operators from previous games? Like, they're basically bringing Call of Duty Ghosts into the same universe now. Same with Black Ops 3, as well as Al-Assad. You know, Al-Assad was technically part of like Modern Warfare as well, but like, what? And then Menendez from Black Ops 2, like, what? How are we bringing all of this in here? There's a lot of people who are like, dude, like, how is this all, like, it seems like the timeline is pretty much gone completely out the window. It's like, how are you going to have Menendez, a guy from Black Ops 2, which takes place in 2025, in a game that takes place during World War II? Like, what? But even if, you think, okay, what, maybe it's not taking place in Vanguard, maybe it's taking place in Warzone. Warzone right now is taking place, like, what, in, like, the 1970s? So even still, it's like, yeah, Menendez, okay, yeah, Menendez, there was a section of Black Ops 2 taking place in the 80s, but, okay, what about Rourke? Ghost takes place, what, doesn't Ghost take place in, like, 2020 or something like that, 2018, somewhere around there? Like, it's like, in the 2000s, right, it's like a modern game. What about Black Ops 3, with Seraph? Black Ops 3 takes place in, like, what, 2045 or something like that? And 2055, something like that? And even, Seraph shows up in Black Ops 4, which is around the same time period, too. So it's like, bro, you're like, what, 60 years too early with this? So it's like, it's just crazy, though. I don't know. There's a lot of discussion about that. We'll probably talk about that in a separate video, or specifically more about these operators and kind of what, the significance of these are. But, yeah, that's going to do it, guys. What do you guys think about this new season? Sounds pretty fun, though. I mean, it should be kind of interesting to see this final season for Vanguard and Warzone, see how it wraps up, and see how we transition into Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. So here we go, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.